Across the vast expanse of the universe, a grand assembly known as the Galactic Council convenes, a hub for the most influential civilizations to discuss, negotiate, and enforce interstellar laws. The council chamber is awe-inspiring, a blend of organic and metallic architecture, lit with soft hues of bioluminescent glow and shimmering holograms. It's a structured, almost sterile environment, created to foster unity, yet often only amplifying rivalries. Each species has its own unique section in the chamber, adorned with colors, emblems, and ambient atmospheres that hint at their worlds of origin. Despite the Council's intended purpose of galactic harmony, subtle tensions simmer beneath the surface, and nowhere is this more apparent than in the way many of the delegates glance at the human section. Humans, though present, are frequently dismissed as an afterthought. The representative humans sit quietly, observing and engaging only when necessary, a demeanor interpreted as passive by the more aggressive species. Among certain alien delegates, this patience reads as a lack of power, a weakness to be exploited. Humanity's role within the Council is marked by a deep commitment to diplomacy. Unlike many other species, humans have shown a remarkable capacity for restraint, a quality often misunderstood as meekness. Their homeworld, Earth, has equipped them with advanced technology and powerful military capabilities. Still, humans operate by a strict code. They seek to resolve conflicts without bloodshed, leaning on conversation over conquest. This philosophy stems from a history rich with the lessons of war and a determination to avoid repeating past mistakes. It's a principle that some view as noble, though within the Council, it garners less respect than one might expect. Certain alien factions, the Mirza, the Exelons, and the Frill, have taken note of humanity's diplomatic tendencies and quietly mock their aversion to force. These factions consider themselves superior, warriors unafraid to claim what they desire through strength alone. They view humans as idealistic, naive. Minor provocations ensue. Unprovoked incidents along human borders, unauthorized scans of Earth's trade vessels, and calculated insults masked as diplomatic oversights. Some council members even take pleasure in openly belittling the humans, testing their boundaries with impunity. It becomes a game, with each faction trying to one-up the others in showing how little they regard the human delegation's position. And through it all, humanity holds steady, choosing to respond with words instead of weapons. But human patience is not limitless. Beneath the outward calm, frustrations have been quietly building. Humans have endured petty jabs and challenges for years, seeing them as distractions that can be resolved through strategic dialogue. This restraint has allowed humanity to grow, to observe, to understand the motivations and tactics of every species they interact with. However, this tolerance is tested to its breaking point when word arrives of a brutal attack on a remote human colony. The incident is not an accident. It's a deliberate, unprovoked assault, launched by a coalition of alien factions emboldened by the Council's leniency toward those who provoke. Homes are reduced to ashes, families torn apart, all in an unrestrained display of contempt for humanity's peaceful principles. When human diplomats bring the attack to the Council's attention, the response is chillingly indifferent. Political maneuvering and bureaucratic delays stifle any possibility of justice. The human delegation watches in silence as their plea is dismissed, minimized, waved off as an unfortunate but inconsequential incident. It's clear that the Council will do nothing. In that moment, something shifts in the human representatives. Faces that were once patient and diplomatic harden. Voices that once spoke softly fall silent. An official from the human side stands, eyes cold, voice steady yet steely as they address the assembly one last time. They speak just a few words, but the tone is unmistakable. This patience, this restraint is over. As they depart, the silence in the chamber feels heavy, tense. No one dares to make a sound. The humans, long misjudged and dismissed, have finally reached the end of their tolerance, and the council members now feel the weight of what that means. In a secure briefing room on Earth, high-ranking military commanders from every branch convene. A hushed silence hangs over them as the human ambassador, newly returned from the Galactic Council, recounts the recent events with a measured yet unyielding tone. The Council's apathy toward the attack on their colony has left the delegation stunned and, for the first time, unified in anger. Quiet contemplation passes through the room, replaced by the hard resolve to defend their own without waiting for permission. The decision is made, not through shouting or bluster, but with a grim, unified acknowledgement that humanity's patience has finally run out. Orders are issued with clarity and precision. The time for restraint has ended. Across Earth's military stations, the mobilization is swift and unyielding. Fleets that had previously patrolled defensively are called to readiness, with officers overseeing the assembly of weapon systems so advanced that most were kept classified, even from allies. Thousands of sleek, powerful ships are armed with precision weaponry, shields that can deflect even the most potent alien munitions, and stealth systems that render them nearly undetectable. The scale of preparation reveals that humanity had prepared for this day long before now. Engineers work with disciplined focus as ships are outfitted with the latest innovations in offensive and defensive technology. From antimatter projectiles capable of piercing hulls to electromagnetic pulse fields, the arsenal speaks to both Earth's ingenuity and its newfound resolve to be underestimated no longer. The impact of Earth's mobilization is not contained to humanity alone. Across allied worlds, alien factions who have long respected humans watch in stunned silence as the news filters through their ranks. For some, the sudden shift in humanity's stance is cause for anxiety. They had grown accustomed to the patient, diplomatic humans, and this new direction unsettles them. But for others, those who know humanity well, there's a sense of inevitable relief. They had anticipated this day, knowing that humans had both the capability and willpower to act when pushed. They had warned their own leaders not to underestimate Earth, and now, with humanity's full strength on display, they feel vindicated. Humanity's fleet does not delay in showcasing its might. The Armada, sleek and efficient, moves out with calculated precision, and its first targets are the unprotected enemy outposts scattered along the galactic borders. In one swift, coordinated maneuver, each base falls, struck down with surgical accuracy. Communications are jammed, defenses neutralized, and structures dismantled without mercy. Alien leaders, watching the advance, are stricken by the realization that humans have been carefully studying them all along. Strategic weaknesses are exploited with terrifying efficiency, and each strike is as swift as it is final. They had taken humanity's silence as submission, never considering it was, instead, preparation. The flagship of the Earth Fleet, an imposing vessel known for its unmatched firepower and advanced shielding, hovers over the final destroyed outpost, casting a long shadow across the planet below. Its presence alone is a declaration, a powerful reminder that humanity's restraint had been a choice they had now discarded. In the cold expanse of space, a small human fleet drifts into the waiting range of an alien armada, the difference in size and number striking. Human ships are vastly outnumbered by the coalition of enemy vessels, yet they advance with calm precision, as if fully aware of the odds and undeterred. Every move is deliberate, each ship positioned with strategic intent. The aliens, eager to prove their superiority and confident in their overwhelming numbers, don't question why humans have sent only a modest fleet to face their mighty armada. The humans' choice of this confrontation, a risky yet calculated maneuver, goes unnoticed, mistaken for a desperate attempt at survival. The battle begins with a coordinated assault, but the human fleet operates with eerie synchronicity. Alien ships release their attacks, but human vessels evade with movements so sharp and controlled that the alien armada struggles to land a single successful strike. Instead of responding with a barrage of weapons, Humans employ targeted countermeasures that disrupt enemy sensors and scramble communications. Alien fleets find themselves isolated, cut off from each other, their systems unable to function as they had during countless other encounters. Humanity has studied these opponents for years, watching and learning, pinpointing their weaknesses in ways the alien coalition never suspected. With rapid adjustments, the humans launch plasma disruptors and energy projectiles specifically tailored to exploit these vulnerabilities, crippling alien defenses with surgical precision. As the battle intensifies, humanity's psychological strategy becomes apparent. Minimal communication emanates from the human ships, a calculated silence that unsettles their foes. The lack of boasts, taunts, or threats is unnerving. Every human transmission is short and focused, giving the aliens nothing to latch onto, no verbal slip to exploit. Panic starts to ripple through the alien ranks, whispered among crews who can't understand why their weapons falter or why their shields fail to block human attacks. Each alien ship is forced to confront an unsettling realization. They're not just facing weapons, but a force that has studied them down to the last detail, anticipating and dismantling their every move. This is no ordinary foe. This is an opponent that has exercised restraint long enough to know precisely how to dismantle them. The psychological toll is devastating. Alien commanders who were once eager for battle begin to hesitate, orders coming slower, strategies faltering. The human fleet remains relentless, advancing with an unyielding determination that radiates power and purpose. It dawns on the aliens that humanity's restraint had been the result of choice, not weakness. And now that restraint has been replaced by cold resolve, a terrifying force that is as calculated as it is efficient. The alien armada, once an intimidating presence, finds itself in disarray, its ships retreating one by one as human forces pursue only those who remain defiant. When the dust settles, the alien coalition has been decimated, left reeling with heavy losses, their forces shattered and demoralized. A single human transmission finally cuts through the silence to the remaining alien ships. This was your warning. The chilling finality of those words reverberates through every ship, spreading a ripple of fear across the galaxy. Across the galaxy, alien leaders gather in urgent assemblies, their faces etched with shock and fear. They had long dismissed humanity as passive, but the recent battle has shattered that illusion, and now, each faction scrambles to make sense of the threat now emerging from Earth. In conference rooms filled with hurried whispers and uneasy glances, leaders from dozens of species debate their options. The humans have transformed from patient diplomats to unstoppable warriors, with an efficiency that alarms every alien delegation. Tensions rise as factions argue about how to respond to humanity's newfound resolve. Every passing minute brings them closer to the reality that the humans they once mocked as weak have the strength to dismantle any power structure they choose. Some factions see no alternative but to submit, and messengers are quickly dispatched to Earth with offers of cooperation. These factions hope that, by pledging alliance or at least neutrality, they can avoid being targeted. Others, however, are too proud to surrender so easily. Spurred by a refusal to bow to human authority, they begin forming a resistance coalition, pooling resources, and crafting plans to mount a defense. But the fracturing within their ranks is clear. A few defecting factions, seeing the inevitable outcome, reach out privately to the humans, sharing intelligence on the coalition's weaknesses in exchange for protection or favorable terms. The alien resistance weakens as mistrust grows among their ranks, with each faction questioning who among them might be secretly allied with Earth. Humanity's strategy is as calculated in diplomacy as it is in battle. For those factions willing to stand down, Earth offers terms that are firm yet fair, extending an olive branch that reassures even as it warns. Humanity makes it clear that peace is possible, but only if aggression ceases immediately. Meanwhile, they stand unwavering in their readiness to meet any threat with overwhelming force. Human diplomats negotiate alliances with their former allies, assuring them of protection and stability under a new human-led order. Earth's message is clear. Those who respect humanity's sovereignty will find a dependable ally. Those who defy them will face an unrelenting foe. In both war and diplomacy, humanity's new stance is uncompromising. Across alien worlds, word spreads of humanity's transformation. Once seen as negotiators, humans are now viewed as powerful protectors, standing as a shield for those who ally with them and as a storm for those who defy them. Alien citizens speak in hushed voices, grappling with the image of humans as a force that won't be provoked again. To many, the shift is welcome, a hope for stability, perhaps even safety. But for others, it is a grim realization that humanity will not be pushed again. The galaxy now knows Earth has patience, but it will defend its own without hesitation. The next Galactic Council meeting feels different from any that came before. The human delegation enters the chamber with a calm, unyielding presence, carrying the weight of their recent victories and the respect they've earned. Their once dismissed seats are now the silent focus of every species in attendance, and the shift in the room is palpable. Alien representatives from factions across the galaxy, once disdainful, now observe with quiet reverence, acknowledging humanity's strength. As the council comes to order, the human ambassador speaks with a tone that combines patience with unbreakable resolve. They present a clear, revised stance. Humanity will maintain peace, but will not tolerate aggression against their own. Earth's new code is delivered without bluster, yet commands attention. Humanity will protect itself, and those who seek their help with absolute certainty. The ambassador explains humanity's guiding principles. Strength paired with responsibility. Humanity has seen the horrors of unchecked power and has learned to temper it with restraint and compassion. This declaration creates a ripple of relief and respect among the delegates. Earth's power is formidable, yet it is bound by a moral code, one that values justice and cooperation. Humans offer a commitment to uphold balance, vowing to protect the vulnerable and ensure peace, not through domination, but through partnership. In the solemn silence that follows, the council delegates feel a spark of hope. Humanity's presence as a stabilizing force redefines them as not just warriors but guardians. Their stance is one of strength anchored in responsibility, transforming them into a respected pillar of balance, a force that won't pursue conquest, but will protect relentlessly. On a distant planet, far from the council's grandeur, a quiet moment unfolds. A human soldier, part of the fleet sent to defend an allied world, is approached by an alien child. The soldier kneels, their imposing armor softened by a gentle smile, and offers a small token, a flower from Earth. The child, wide-eyed and curious, accepts it with awe, feeling the warmth of humanity's complex nature. The soldier's gesture is simple but profound, symbolizing humanity's care even amidst their newfound strength. For the child, this moment isn't just a gift, but a memory, a tangible reminder of the promise that humans protect not out of desire for power, but out of compassion. In the days that follow, across countless worlds, the stories of humanity's shift spread, becoming tales of legend. One alien leader, reflecting privately, recalls the unforgettable moment when humanity's patience finally broke. They now understand that humans had been patient not from weakness, but from a choice rooted in restraint and purpose. In their new role, humanity is more than a force. They are a beacon, a reminder to the galaxy of the power that lies within unity and balance. And no species will ever forget the moment when humanity rose to their true strength, changing the fate of the galaxy forever.